Yeah.
Alright, tell him to go to dog stuff.
Go to dog stuff.
Alright, what are we doing? Flatwork compass?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do it.
Ooh. Ah, cool. Yeah, good boy.
Alright, now it's at 2 o'clock there. That's great, John. Out, yes, block. Good. Good.
Yeah, deep.
Nice, John. Yep, that's great.
A little bit off on the angle.
You ready, Cupcake? Let's do it. Ooh, are you going to be sponsored by ProPlan? Ready? Here we go. Here we go. Okay, get out. Yep. Yes. Ouse. Yes. Yes. Good girl. Ouse. Yes. Yes. Good girl. Ouse. Yes. Catch. Yes, good girl. Ouse. Yes. Catch. Yes, good girl. Ouse. Yes. Yes, good girl. Ouse. Yes. Oh shit, my bad, sweetheart. I did get the shot though. He's watching, I was framing that for the shot, looking at the logo. All right. All right, what do we got? Hey, hey, am I here? Whoa. Why did my audio go up so much? Wow. Hey, what's up? Yeah, off, for sure. Got a dead tauntaun out back. Kind of funny, chat isn't working. Oh, look at her. Do that. Whoa. Yeah, down there at the bottom of the hill, John. Tauntaun carcass. What's up, guys? All right, pan. Oh, that was great music for that. Pan. With the cupcake. Come on, Pan. Here we go. Let's go. Two-flow form, number 2. Go. The hard one. These are front crosses, so I'll make a throw, Makai, set. Should probably be on clock. House. So I'll front cross to the counter to make the throw.
It's pretty cold out here, Pam.
Switch and then, yes. Put her on. Oh, good girl. Yeah. House. Block. Ooh. Wow, here, oh, you can see she's leaving early.
Chilly.
Knows what's happening. Out. Yeah, block. So I'm going to fake her out this time. Catch. Oh, you got it, didn't you? All right, and then I'll front cross out the counter. Yes, she's on clock. I'll switch and I'll front cross to clock. Awesome. Whoa. Out. I'll block and I'll pass clockwise. Good girl. You can face her if I want. Out. I'll block. I'm already set for my counter pass, so I'll switch and now I'll go counter pass. Oh, better hustle. Oh, you got burned, Cupcake. You got burned. Awesome. Right seat throw. Number 3. Go, go, go.
Through and flip.
Good. Ouse. Go, go, go. Ouse. Yes, ouse. Up. Ouse.
Darn it, I didn't turn on my timer. I got it set.
Yes, ouse. Yes. Badass. Go, go, go.
Through and flip.
Good. Ouse. Go, go, go. Ouse. Yes, ouse. Up. Ouse.
Cupcake. Yay.
Right there. Yes, good.
What you guys doing? I should have left you inside.
Good. Ouse.
Cold.
Through. Yes, ouse. Yes. Badass.
Hey, what's up? What is going on? Oh, that's why. I get it. How are you guys doing? Alright, I'm having some issues here. Boom. What's going on? It's cold. It's freaking cold. Tactics Tuesday, here we are. Not much going on. I'm writing, furiously writing. Not sure what's going on with you guys, but I figured I'd pop in and do a quick live stream here. Whoa, handsome. That was a good spot. You were in a good spot. Hey, back up. Halt. Good. Chill. Halt. Yeah, good. Chill right there. Yeah, that's a very nice looking spot. Nope. Up. Chill. Whoops. Up. Go do dog stuff. Awesome. All right. So what is going on? Oh, you're going to luck out. You are going to luck out. We did not have it. Sorry about class today. I've been waking up at strange hours, and I had an alarm set for 12:45 a.m. and not p.m. But yeah, you guys, have either of you guys looked at the book on the Alicia or John? All right, I need to get... that one? No, no. Where are we at? I don't know. Yeah, yeah, you are reading that. That's cool. I got some. Yeah, and same stuff we're talking about, right, Alicia? Like in class, same stuff we're talking about, just kind of isolated and laid out. I'm working on the handler flight IQ right now. Here, I'll share a dealio with you. Give me a sec. Let me figure out where my stuff is here. Ba-booms, we'll do that. And I will screen share my stream elements. Hang on, let's see if I am logged in. And you guys can maybe get a load of that. The chat should be popping right, and it's not doing that. Like, I don't know what's up with the, it's going to take forever for me to do this. Thought I had a simple chat bot. Maybe that was it. Just one sec. Yeah, totally. It'll come to that. I just wanted to make sure it was making sense. You know what I mean? All right, I think I copied the chat overlay. Unlock that. I would like to fix this, guys. I like having the thing come up. The chats. All right, so if someone wants to try and chat something, hey Sagepaw. Let's see if it hits there. So anyway, I was gonna show you guys that, right? So I was working on the handler, flight IQ for the handler. There's some things you as a handler need to know about throwing a disc for a dog for safe, stylish, and successful play. Most of these handler elements happen before the release, trigger, and even the throw itself. I think it's super interesting when we were doing this. When I was writing this, the dog within the flight IQ for the dog. The dog does all the work after the trigger, right? So when the handler triggers the skill, boom, when we trigger, the dog jumps into action, right? And when we are as the handler, the trigger is essentially the last thing we do. How weird is that? Right? Like, how freaking weird is that? I think it's super cool. Let's see what happens here. That obviously isn't working. We're not going to have that for now. Okay. All right, so sad. There we go. But yeah, I've been working on the handler thing, and I'm trying to decide whether or not the like the scoring. So each element, or each IQ, let's say, flight IQ, flow IQ, safety IQ, they each have 12 elements in them. And I think I'm going to do them at 5 points per element. So like the position element for the handler would be, this is kind of cool. Yeah, you'll dig that. So for the handler, that's flow IQ. And let me, here. So for the handler, position would have 5 points, right? Disc principles would have 5 points. Wind, 5 points. And your knowledge of that would be what you would assess as your point value for that. And then you'd wind up with up to 180 points. So there's a possible of 180 point flight IQ, right? I think that's kind of cool. And I think I'm going to stick with that. I quarter point increments, so you can have like 40 clicks. But yep, this is the flight IQ thing, and then this shoots out. We kind of went through that, but it's nicely organized now. This is essentially, so here it starts for the dog with the trigger, right? And then, you know, the targeting of the disc, creating the line, tracking the disc, collecting, leaping, catch, release, all that shit happens after the trigger. With the handler, all of our important shit, being in position, knowing how to throw, right, knowing the wind, blah, 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 but reading the dog, reading the line, figuring out when and where to throw it, actually deciding where to put it, and then the trigger, right? And deliver disc probably should be before the trigger, but maybe they're the same time-ish. But I just think it's so interesting that our trigger as the thrower and the handler is all the way at the end of the sequence. And for the dog, it's pretty much the start. And I know the dog reads the handler beforehand and, you know, predicts the throw and all that, but that's a well-schooled dog, right? And that's the prep work. And I don't know, I find it interesting. A dog that doesn't know the trigger. See? See? Exactly. Exactly, Alicia. Exactly. It's no coincidence. There are no coincidences. There are no coincidences. All right. So. Yeah, but that's kind of what's going on. I'm halfway through disc principles right now. So I've got all that done. This is going to be one book. So Flight IQ will be one book. The manual for this, right? Ooh, yeah. So Flight IQ will be the book, and then there'll be a flight manual, which will be this, where we connect the forms to the elements, the forms and how to do them for that element. That will be the flight manual. And we'll have the flight manual this a little bit. We'll have the flight manual, right? We'll have the flow manual. Right? Dog handler team. We'll have the jamming manual, which is essentially performance and showmanship. Maybe like transition, shit like that. And then I think handling and safety IQ. Or handling, safety, and team IQ. But we'll have the flow manual, the flight manual, the handling manual, etc. I think is how it's going to work. And we'll have the theoretical book as the IQ book, and then the other one as the manual. That's the plan, I think. All right. So, anybody got anything going on? Alicia, your work looked great. I think I know what you're talking about doing that form funky. If I recall, there is like a repeating rear cross form. And there are times when I think we want to do the same rear cross. But we gotta name those. Ah, how cute. Yeah. Oh, there we go. All right. I didn't want to ruin it. That was cute. All right. Right? Yeah, super cute. Yeah. Flight manual, that'll be cool. The flow manual. What are you doing, Cupcake? Ooh, you got it going on. You're crazy. You are crazy. They're way more exciting than I am. Up there. Brr. It's friggin' cold, guys. Holy shit. And it's not really that cold, but it's wet, right? Ooh, I do alternating all the time on that, Alicia. I think it's I don't know, man. It's probably better to do the same one though. You know. So Fly Chi Flow number 3, that is around. That's a rear cross in one direction, make a throw. Pull the dog in, rear cross in another direction, make a throw. Pull the dog in and block. At least that's the way I see it. But apparently the way that it's written in class is 2 clockwise rear crosses, and then, or 2 of one direction rear cross and 2 of the other. And I think that's pretty interesting, Alicia. I think it's a somewhat important kind of maneuver. And I think in pursuit of balance, right? Like an irrational pursuit of balance, just wanting everything to be this and that. wind up making that happen. What's up, Pan? You keeping warm? Yeah, I think I kind of pushed that when, you know, the idea of the two on the same side would be you do it and then you do it again exactly the same way. And then you block and then you do it in the other direction on the next run, giving you like repetition of the same move. It's interesting. You could do either. We should do a variation. One is the northern style, and the other is the southern style, right? The warring tribes of kung fu. Super funny. Oh yeah. Pretty excited about the book and that project in general. Writing, getting the solution, or getting a standard set of work around those elements, around these elements here. Around these elements, right? So like if your dog is leaving early, right, and you identify the trigger as something that is important, right? Let's say you identify the trigger as something that's important. The trigger will have all of the forms attached to them and how you use the forms towards that end. And I think the act of like figuring out, oh yeah, my dog is not doing a good job creating the line, and going through like all that rigmarole and, you know, doing good work, and then realizing, oh shit, my dog's really got a trigger problem. And then starting to realize that those things are interrelated, right? And then when you apply the forms towards the trigger, and you apply the same form towards reading the handler, you kind of get a distinction between the two, teach the dog the distinction between the two, and then that performance changes to something a little bit better, a little more holistic and, you know, fully installed, right? Like not a half-open Christmas present of we can do it, but we know how to do it. We do it all the time. Yeah, super, super cool. I'm excited about it. I think we can set that up for people. I can get what I want, which is people to think about what they're doing and learn, like, oh, come on, papers. And learn to kind of troubleshoot for themselves and figure out where they're at, and have the critical eye to notice good work, good quality work, right? Not get trapped by the sexy shit. Like, I think I can do that, which I think is super important for like your ability to grow and your ability to be happy when you play with your dog and shit, rather than raw and struggling. Struggling to play frisbee with your dog is like not a good look on anybody. That can happen, and I can actually give people now a very direct, do this, this, and this, exactly like that, for that problem. And I can point right to the problem itself and tell them to do that. And the answer is going to be the same for a bunch of them, and they're going to work. And everyone will be happy. Yay. So that's kind of the idea. The dogs have all been cooped up. We've been cooped up with the snow and the cold. April's been off work too, so all the dogs have been here. It's been kind of traffic jam, and it's best just to stay at home on those busy days, right? Pre-Black Friday at our place. All right, so do we have anything we want to talk about or hit on? I don't really have. Yeah, it is a good time to write. I've been nailing it, man. I've been nailing it. I wrote I don't know, 3,000 to 5,000 words today. It's not bad. But there's the so the flight IQ. Dog, handler, team. And this is nice. This is all done. I just have to write it. Right? And you can't quite see it. Oh, that's a bummer. Oh, you know what I can do? Hang on. Corkboard. Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. There you go. And boom. No, you can't see that either. Shit. That's a bummer. Anyway. It's a pretty big list of things. Each one of these has 5-7 headers. All right, I'm done noodling around with you guys here. That's rude. So what are we going to talk about? Do we got anything to talk about? What is the deal? What is going on? I don't really have any tactics stuff, I don't think. Look at the cupcake. Wow, where'd you learn to do that? Whoa. Oh my gosh, I see you. I see you. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why you're running around like a crazy lady. I don't know why. Why would you do that? Don't know why. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Whoa. That's amazing. Are you kidding? That is super cute. That's her very first jump up there. Oh my God. Cupcake. Whoa. Easy. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. That is very, very impressive. Get off. Good work. Epi, leave it. Good job. Don't. You guys go do dog stuff. That was terrific. Holy shit, cupcake. Whoa. You really did it. You did. I'm impressed. I am impressed. She did it on a live stream too. She's been wanting to do it. She's been gonna do it. I could see her lining it up and thinking about it. It's just a matter of time. And I can't even sit down. I have to stand right here. This is where the heat is. Yep, that thing that you did, Odie has a slow drop when I have stopped him, like for the flatware compass. The teeth chattering, hanging onto the disc forever drives me crazy. He stops fine for me out on the flank, etc. Okay, so that thing that you did in the movement into front position, you were bringing him in, you were pulling him in, and you took like 2 quick steps and then stopped him nice and sharp. That was a nice movement. I think that worked pretty well for loosening that up, right? He didn't come in. You're still, you can see it in the video, you're still real ready all the time when he's coming in. And that real ready position is establishing like not a barrier, but like it's kicking off pressure, right? It's kicking off pressure. So you know that when you drew him in and then popped to a stop, it was a natural time for him to drop. When you come in and you're poised and he starts to stalk up, like I think it's too exciting, too dramatic. Too much pressure and like too much drama, you know, too much, what is it, too much suspense, right? You don't want it to be suspenseful, you want it to be natural and organic, and it just creates a little bit of suspense, I think, for him. I noticed a difference there. Also, the multiple of out, out, out would be a good thing to work. A give there would be a good thing to work, right? So take your multiple work from the pedestal, put it on the ground, and focus on the drop and give as far as, so we want him to get the relationship. We can look at this, I don't think I have it written out, but we can, I think, look at it through Team IQ or Flow IQ. So let's look at this in terms of flow, right? And I don't think there's a whole bunch of shit here, so I can't like pull it up. I'm actually writing rather than, but it'll all be broken out. The dog for flow should. Oops, I'm sorry. How rude. So for flow IQ, we have mechanics, compass, start, stop. Actually, it's dismissal, attention, pressure, position, cue, trigger, start, stop, mechanics, compass. And compass not meaning flatwork compass, but compass meaning flanks, an understanding of both flanks, an understanding of passes, an understanding of in and out, you know, essentially how we can move as a team. And that would be pulled kind of from DiscDog, right? So, but I think what we would see here is that we have you identified the trigger for the drop in front of you? Have you identified times when he drops in front of you? The reason that I ask is that you might be able to prompt switch your cue and some trigger some way. But I think what we're looking at here is when we look at flow and mechanics of bite, drop, give, mechanics back here would be bite, drop, give, block, maybe a couple more. Maybe attention in mechanics, attention for bite, attention for drop, maybe a bunch of shit like that. Anyway, so we have we've identified the cue, right? Yeah, yeah. So what you would want to do, yeah, perfect. So so you know that that the skill can happen, right? And this is where the IQ stuff comes into play, right? We know that the skill can happen. We know that there is a trigger for it. Something's happening with the cue and trigger, and I have pressure problems somehow, right? I know that I have pressure problems somehow because it happens when the pressure's on, right? I also know it's positional in nature, right? Trigger seems to work, but I don't want to give the trigger up, right? You could also maybe find some places where the start and stop would be of interest with this whole issue. But I think, like something with the cue and trigger, you could do one of the prescribed forms for the cue or the trigger, right, with the prompt switch, right? Like there would be a textbook thing for that issue coming out of the flow manual. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's, and you'll call out, pose, right? And yeah, out pose. And if you find that it is possible that you have a poisoned cue, okay, you can poison a cue. And it is possible, guys, super important, wish there were more people here. It is possible that the poison cue could be due to inappropriate performance pressure and inappropriate attempts at negative punishment by waiting, right? That whole thing getting really uncomfortable can exacerbate the problem and turn the drop cue into a poison cue. If it is a poison cue, you can change it to another word, or you could just offer the pose several times in that context, get that behavior loose, and then try to re-prompt switch it with that cue, right? So you get the game working by posing without the verbal cue, without the poison cue, and then you leverage the game against the poison cue. Hopefully I think that makes sense. You got that, Alicia. But yeah, I would go there, and then I would use the forms for that, Alicia, right? I would use the forms for that. And then within your work for start and stop, or anytime you're blocking, or anytime you're working something that has to do with starting and stopping, you'll be sensitive to the relationship to the cue and the actual trigger, right? And you'll be able to apply that knowledge into the other stuff you're working. Hopefully that makes sense. You'll identify places where shit overlaps, and you'll need to to kind of slip that application in there. Or you will be able to slip that application in there. Hopefully that makes sense. Anyway. All right. Blah, 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 blah. Cupcake. She's so good. Boop. Oh, where'd you go? What? Don't do it. Don't do it. You can't do it at any time. It's not allowed. No, it's not allowed. Get off. Not allowed. It's no longer special. You've done it once. Nobody wants to see it again unless it's cued. What's up, King? Oh, handsome. Good man. All right. Well, cool. So, and hey, Alicia, that's this is like literally what I go through to like work problems, right? Like I literally go through it this way. Yeah, get on that. That's a good lesson. It's totally a good lesson. It's totally a good lesson. Be good to transition your multiple with that too if you have it out there, right? All right. Well, listen, guys. I think I'm going to take off. It's just a couple of us. You guys are. Alicia's exciting. Alicia provided some excitement. I appreciate you throwing that stuff out there, Alicia. I'm sorry I didn't make class today. That was kind of a bummer. I was looking forward to class. Brr. All right. Where is the cupcake? There she is. All right. We will see you, Alicia, 2 o'clock tomorrow. Anybody who wants to, who's a patron, drop by. Book is in the patrons group on the P-Vibe site, so you guys can hook up with that. It's pretty cool. It's not bad. It's a work in progress. But cool. So I'm going to play us out with something cool. I think this is meme roll 14. Thanks a bunch to our patrons. The show would not be happening without you guys. Thank you for the support. Wonder how the microphone sounded with all the little footfalls. Way to hold down the fort, King. You're the boss. Cupcake, that was a good job on that. Wait, don't do it. Don't do it. It's dangerous. It's just gonna congratulate you, and then you had to go ruin it. Epic! Epic! Don't. Not okay. Not okay, Epic. Okay. Easy, be nice. Looks like we got another numeral. It's okay. Happy little dog stuff. You're okay. I think we are out this time. And this one ends 25 seconds. That new art coming out too. Church of Epi exclusives. All right. See you guys soon. Have a good one.